Here we go. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Friday!
Yay, yay!
You guys want to know why today on my Instagram I said today is... Did you see it by any chance? Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Fuck yeah, Friday. Here we go.
Oh, snap!
Shut up and sit down.
The Business Bros Podcast was created for you. Learn from the business professionals who come to share their stories. Find out what's working in business and social media, what's hot and what's not, straight from the mouths of successful entrepreneurs out there doing the real work. And now, welcome to another episode of
Business Bros!
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, I'm going to throw this out here first and foremost. Whenever we have a last-minute cancellation, I am putting together a list. So if you are or have been a guest on the show, or you have a business or you want to be on the show, last-minute guest list, go to businessbros.biz/last-minute. Enter your information. You're going to be put on an email list where when we have a last-minute cancellation, it might be an hour in advance. It might be the day before. We'll open it up, send an email out. First person to book it, you guys can book up those spots. We book up our interview spots 8 weeks in advance. So every once in a while, you can jump the line. And when something like this opens up, you're ready to rock and roll. So
yeah, now I'm looking at the calendar and 100%. We are booked all the way through till July 10th right now. That's crazy.
It's nuts. So if you guys have any last minute stuff that you want to do it, me, right? Jeff can even hop on.
Me.
Actually, maybe
Jeff.
James would. Yeah, maybe what James will do is, exactly. What James could do maybe in the back end while I'm doing the intro here, send Jeff a little invite link and see if he can hop on today. But anyways, for everybody else, if you guys want, jump on businessbros.biz/last-minute, become part of that list, and just check your email. Make sure you whitelist our email. It's businessbros@csfirst.com. That's where this stuff comes from, and just keep an eye out. Usually we do our show at 4 p.m.-ish sharp, so you know what time it's going to be at every single day. And if you are able to hop on, great. And if you're not, then you get to listen to James and I jive on stuff today.
Whoop, whoop.
So, little funny story real quick before we talk daily habits. Go ahead. Okay. So,
I was just gonna say I'm super excited. I read something today, and next week, 1 week from today,
is
the beginning of phase 3 of the COVID whatever release of the public. Bars will open up.
Nice.
And pro sports will open up and all kinds of stuff. 1 week from today.
1 week from today, we get back to normal.
normal.
Nice, dude. That's a huge jump. That's
right?
That's great news.
Yeah.
Oh man.
In California.
All right. We're gonna go back to that because I got to give a couple shout outs before we get going. First,
Shoutouts.
One shout out to Alyssa Molina. She is one of my graduates, class of 2020 this year. She is on her way to go to Arizona State University. In my class, there was times where we'd have Fridays. I try to make Fridays a little bit different. So I would put on different YouTube clips or videos, stuff that we can talk about. One of the things that that I would put on there is some Dave Ramsey stuff. And the kids were like, who's this guy that you keep putting on talking about, who's dead? Dave? Yeah, who's this Dave Ramsey? So anyways, Alyssa's out there in Arizona State. She sends me an email today and she says, look what I found in Arizona. And it's a billboard of guess who? Dave
Ramsey.
So, I just, one of those things where if you show people certain aspects of life, right? Is the Dave Ramsey model the only model that you should follow?
I've been saying it, Miguel. I've been saying it.
I've been saying it, right? Is the Dave model the only one that you should follow? Absolutely not. There's always other places that you can go to, the Kiyosaki model, that sort of stuff. But it's something that I introduced to the kids. So, shout out to them. And look at we got that too. We got the Shark on the show.
Hey, if you invite one, you get two.
That's how it works. That's how we roll. What's up, gentlemen? Before we get on our conversation, I do want to give one more shout out. This weekend is my son's 10th birthday. 10 years old, right? So Liam's going to be 10 years old, so I want to give him a shout out. Let me give you a little quick story about Liam and how he has influenced the Business Bros podcast. So we were doing just James and I talking on the show, and Mom was our biggest fan. She was the only one who really listened for the first like 50 episodes, right? And my 8-year-old at the time, right? He was 8 years old at the time. Liam comes in, he goes, "Dad, if you want people to listen to your show, you need to get influencers on your show." And I was like, wow, such inspiring words from an 8-year-old. So that's how we decided to reach out and do an interview-based show. So big shout out to Liam. He's going to be the whole 10, 2 digits now. So
I was late on it, but that was like the whoa moment.
He should be your guest.
He should, huh?
Your guest.
But you know what? I'm looking at you two handsome gentlemen, and you guys have a haircut. Liam still has COVID hair. So, like James, right? He still got COVID hair. Right? It's funny. I was making a connection to like the 70s the other day, where people had really long hair and really long beards. I was like, did they go through COVID too?
They actually, the first day that they opened up, I was like online going refresh.
Make your appointment?
Yeah, I'm trying to book a haircut appointment.
So, hey guys, today's topic, I wanted to talk a little bit about daily habits because it's one of those things that you kind of hear about, you kind of talk about, but the biggest issue I know with people is they struggle to implement daily habits, things that are going to get them to a level of success that they want to. So in the morning, for example, I'm part of a 5 a.m. club. So my alarm goes off at 4:30 in the morning, and I don't care who you talk to. When the alarm goes off at 4:30, it sucks every single day. There's no fun part about the alarm going off at 4:30. I don't look forward to it, but I do get up and get moving anyways. I start my run by 5 a.m., and that's when the 5 a.m. club is on. So if you talk to any of the Justice League, that's what we call ourselves in the 5 a.m., the Justice League. It's a Zoom call, and they always make fun of me because they see me in my orange sweater, just kind of like bobbing up and down, but it's me getting my thoughts in place, my physical activity going, preparing myself for the rest of the day. And that's one of those things that I do on a daily basis. So Mr. Shark, Mr. Invictus advisors over there, what are some of the habits that you guys do to get your days going?
Go.
Every morning I go on my about 4-mile walk. I plug in my my book of the week, and this week it's I just finished. I can't remember what I just finished, but I just finished a book today. But every day I just pop in my, my earbuds, going about a 4-mile walk, and then I come home and, take a shower, and then have my coffee and my breakfast, and that's it. And then I get going. But that's every day, every single day, Sunday through Sunday.
Oh, you do it Sunday through Sunday. See, that's better than me because I do it Monday through Friday.
But that morning routine, man, that morning routine is so important.
Oh, yeah. Vital. What's your morning routine like, James?
My morning routine is I get woken up by Captain Crunch. Where's Captain Crunch? He's around here. Captain Crunch. And I have to be up in the computer or at the office no later than 8. And I actually read a couple of newsletters or information. I prepare my day, and by then I've already probably much had 2 cups of coffee.
Oh my God!
Two vans of coffee.
2 vans full, pretty much. This is like 22 ounces each.
Is that the one from what's the name? What's
It's
the
a
movie
new
that just came out?
That's that movie.
Yeah.
Onward.
Yeah.
Onward. There you go. Yes.
My brother had the fortune of being there like 2 weeks prior. They closed down Disney, and he brought us this mug.
That's awesome.
And that's the only reason I use it, because it reminds me that even though Disney is closed, pretty soon.
Hey, you know what? I was on a podcast this morning in Florida, and the person that was interviewing me, Nick Acosta, he actually had the mayor of Orange County on his podcast the day before, And he was saying that they're about to open also. All the protocols are in place. They're ready to rock and roll. He was also telling me that as of today, 5 p.m. Eastern time, so it's already happened for them, the bars have opened up. So they're going to be doing it at 50% capacity, which I said good luck to that because everybody's been missing the bars. Trying to hit that 50% capacity is going to be like a little quick snap. But the world's coming back to normal, right? We're literally onward with what we're doing.
Exactly.
It's about time.
It's gonna be exciting how everybody's going to be running out to the stores, to the bars. We've noticed even on restaurants. We've been to 2 restaurants in the last 2 weeks, and it's pretty different experiences.
They're still abiding to a lot of the social distancing. And you know what's funny is I think it also depends on the area of town you're in. So yesterday they did the class of 2020 parades for a lot of different high schools, right? Mm-hmm. So my wife, we kind of split. She went and did the parade and I stayed home with the kids. And so she went to Southwestern College and they had all the schools in Sweetwater School District and they did a parade. It was like an 8-hour thing of kids just coming through this parade. And the news was there. So the news, she's like, oh, check it out. It's going to be on KUSI. So we put it on KUSI to watch the parade. And they showed the one at Southwestern College. And then they showed the one in El Cap. Right. And it's funny because in El Cap, they did Main Street and all the whole community came out to cheer on everybody. But when you looked at the one at Southwestern College, everybody's wearing their masks. And you look at the one at El Cap and nobody's wearing a mask. There's like zero social distancing.
It's funny. I saw a meme online that it said nowadays, if somebody's honking, it's going to be like, oh, whose birthday is it?
Yeah. Well, in the last 3 months, we've redefined a lot of words. When I was growing up, a drive-by was not a good thing. Right? It was a very bad thing. A drive-by today
March 17, 2020, a drive-by meant something else.
Meant completely different.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Right? I would never have walked into a bank wearing a mask and glasses without getting shot at or arrested. Right? Now it's normal. Now it's the normal thing. The whole world has gotten flipped on its head. It's bizarre and it's crazy, but it's our new normal.
Yeah,
it is.
But the question is that is it really a new normal or is it just a normal? You see what I'm saying? So it's like everyone's saying the new normal, but it's not. It is. It's not going to be. It's not new. It's going to be like. It's just going to be the way it is.
Back to the old normal.
Well, the thing is, we're not. It's going to be a long time before we go back to the way things were, right?
I don't think we're never going to go back to the way things were.
Oh, I totally agree with you. This morning, I had a staff meeting with a couple teachers, and we were talking literally about what is the classroom going to look like when we start.
By the way, congratulations on being named Teacher of the Month.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's always weird to acknowledge an award, right? It's awkward. I started blushing.
Give yourself a pat in the back.
Pat on the back. Yeah. But so we were talking about, what the classroom is going to look like and kind of redesigning how things are going to go. And I can tell you from talking to a lot of teachers that they're scared of a new way of doing things. We as humans do not like change, period. Change is scary. We don't want to address change, but things are, like you said, it's not new normal. It's going to be the way it's going to be. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It is going to take a little bit of work. It is going to take a little bit of effort, but everything has advanced in a new way. We pushed the fast forward in the technology button. Prior to COVID, James and I doing a video platform podcast was unique. Now it's like that's the baseline. If you don't have that, like you're not doing anything you're supposed to be doing. You need to step up your game and do a couple other things. That's why we added the video clips and the branding, right? Because we gotta take it to a whole new level. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah,
doesn't somebody have like a class that you could take to like if you really want to like figure out this whole podcasting thing?
You guys, I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
We've learned so much. We've learned so much.
Yeah, it's the power of podcasting. You grab my ebook. Just go to businessbros.biz. I'm actually giving it away in June because I want you to start your podcast and then hit me up for all the help that you want.
We're going to post the link on every Lunch with a Shark for the month of June.
That's what it's about. The month of June. Free pop right there. businessbros.biz/free pop. Grab it.
We're gonna add it to our own Lunch with a Shark every day. Your link as well.
You know, speaking of that, you know, adding the little pressure in reverse here, we did say we were going to have you guys step up your game a little bit. We're going to get you onto StreamYard using your laptop and, you know, like, elevating the status of the shark.
Yeah, he did it from the computer today. But we're going to,
and we got this microphone.
Oh, see, we're stepping up. We're stepping it up.
Yeti.
And you know, and we are in the process of finding you a permanent podcasting home.
That's right.
Right? So there's a lot of stuff going on, and
Stuff.
truth is that's what it's about, right? It's about making the change. I like how you said it, Jeff. It's not new normal, it's just normal now.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's get back on this habit train. Actually, I didn't hear James's daily habits. James, what's your morning like?
Depends on the morning. Sometimes I get up at 4:30. This week I did it 3 days out of 5. So I'm
60%.
60%. Yeah,
So your week is 5 days?
Yeah.
The weekend is 5 days. Yeah. No, wait. The week is Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday, that doesn't count, right? I don't have to be up at 4:30 on Saturday and Sunday.
It's still on the calendar though, but
Yeah, it depends on who you ask, right? It depends on who you ask.
So on my good days, I'm up at 4:30. I go for a walk also, or if my legs are feeling up to it, I'll do a run, usually about 2 or 3 miles. And then when I get back, last week I started doing a newsletter to our pipeline team. So just a little newsletter. This is what's going on with the company. This is what's going on with, whatever. And then by then it's time to, shower up and get breakfast going and do all that stuff. So I don't drink coffee, but I do keep my tea in a coffee mug. Contigo. These things are awesome.
That's right. They keep your stuff nice and warm. Well, I do the same, but for the complete opposite. I keep mine cold. The ice stays there forever.
I have a question for both of you guys. Since you guys are both out, you're running and you're walking. Do you guys do the same path every day? And what does that look like?
both.
Yeah,
it's dark. It's dark.
Yeah.
So I am a creature of habit. Like I'm one of those weird ones that once I have a habit in place, I know my route is 3.3 miles. I haven't turned on that Nike Run app since I had my last phone, right? But I know that that's the route that I run. I know that's the mileage. And I just use my clock, and now I can, there it is. I start at 5 o'clock or 5:01, whatever it is. I end, it's 3:30 or 3:32, whatever it is. I can pretty much time myself like that, right? I don't like to deviate from my stuff. I don't know why. It's weird. It's like ending with an odd number. That's just weird. You gotta do the set to the other side. Otherwise it's off, right? I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing about me. I'm also the type of person who I'll eat the same thing every day. It doesn't really bother me. I eat because I have to. I do like good food, but I eat more because I have to than because I want to. Like if I there's times when my kids were little, my wife would be like, "Did you feed the kids?" I'm like, "Oh crap, I haven't," because me personally, I haven't eaten yet, right? And so then they got to a little bit of an older age now where they're just like, "I'm just gonna make my own food," so they make their own food. And that's nice. But I'm a creature.
One less thing.
I'm definitely a creature of habit. Once I have that habit in place, I want to stick to it. It's just that's the way I do.
Eating is okay. Eating it's fine.
It's a good habit.
It's totally
to have.
okay. It's a great habit to have. But I don't think about in my calendar. I really don't set meals in my calendar. Like I eat when my stomach says, "Rawr." Right? And I'm like, okay, something's got to go in there.
Because I would be the same. I would
there he
totally forget. There's Captain Crunch. He actually he works from 4:30 to 5.
That's his schedule.
He guards the front of the house, and around 4:30, dogs and people start walking around the neighborhood, and it's his job to tell them not to go in front of the house.
Yeah, that's how
exactly on 4:30 when he starts working, and now we joke around the house and says, "Captain Crunch, it's almost 4:30. It's work time."
And he looks at you like, "Huh? Oh, okay, I know what you mean."
Now he's in the back because he thinks that people walk that, so he thinks that they're going to come in the back of the house. So, what was going to say? I totally forgot. Oh,
I don't know.
Now that we're home, thank God that my mom is here, because otherwise I would totally also forget to eat. Like I would only had one meal a day. But now it's like mom is here and she's like breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah,
Basically same. Vanessa being here, I would not have had breakfast today, but while I was in the middle of teaching, she cooked something up real quick. I had a 10-minute break and I just scarfed it down. I scarfed it down real quick and that was that. So
yeah, substance, right? Substance. Yep. And I've heard different critics say different things. You shouldn't eat one large meal a day. You should eat a bunch of small meals on a regular basis. It helps with your metabolism. You know what? I don't know 100% what works one way or the other. You know what? This works for me. I eat when I'm hungry.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That's right. It does.
I actually eat like 5 or 6 times a day, very small portions, and I've maintained my weight for the last 2 years.
Yeah, and you've come a long way.
Just like that.
Yeah, you came a long way.
I came a long way.
I saw pictures from before. I didn't know you before. I saw pictures from before. I was like, this is not the same person.
So far, I've kept it off.
Yeah, that's a huge feat. I mean,
even with my Mexican mom in the house, stuffing my face with carbs every single moment of the day.
Well,
pan and arroz.
I appreciate it. I'm so grateful for that. But
yesterday,
let me real quick. Let me just throw this in here so that we can get this out of the way.
Yes, go for it.
Ham's insurance tip of the day: collision deductible waiver. Who even knows what that is? Anybody ever heard of that? Well, let me tell you a little something about what this collision deductible waiver is. It's something that's on your auto insurance. All right. Hopefully it's on your auto insurance Anyway, it's super, super cheap. I've seen it as little as $2 for a 6-month term up to maybe $12 for a 6-month term. And this is what it does for you. Let's say you get rear-ended by someone. Whose fault is it? It's the person that rear-ended you, right? We can all agree on that?
Yep.
So their insurance is going to pay for all the damages to your vehicle. But what if they don't have insurance? Then what? In that case, your insurance is going to pay for your vehicle because you have full coverage, right? Comp and collision. However, you will be responsible for the deductible unless you have the collision deductible waiver. Be sure to ask your insurance agent about it. We make sure to offer it on every policy, or at least we offer it. We offer it on every policy. It's up to you whether or not you want to take it, but we'll offer it on every policy. Collision deductible waiver. Make sure that you're covered in case you get hit by somebody who doesn't have insurance. That is Ham's insurance tip of the day. Follow me at Insurance Bro Ham on Twitter.
Fine by me.
Who would not want to have that protection for $2 to $12 every 6 months? That's
super
no-brainer.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, but that always comes down to an understanding of what insurance is, right? I teach a section in my financial algebra class on automobile ownership, and one of the sub chapters in there is on automobile insurance. And even if you talk to any adult and you ask them, do you have insurance? Say, I got full coverage. They don't quite understand what it means to have full coverage. Do you really? Because I don't know, there could be an exclusion here. You could have decided this premium's too high, and your broker kind of says, okay, let me adjust it here. How about this premium? Is this premium good? And you just focus your attention on that dollar, not really understanding what coverage you just dropped and what risk that puts you at.
It's so funny you just said that. We were watching a show a couple of nights ago on a Mexican station, and it was it's about this lady, a Spanish lady that goes around the world trying different restaurants and different hotels and things like that, right? And she was this time in Dubai, and she was talking about the culture and everything. And do you know what's the minimum amount that they pay for registration in Dubai for a car?
I've never even been to Dubai. James has.
I've been to Dubai.
$100,000.
$100,000 to register a car?
Yes.
What?
Ooh.
Wow.
And they drive some fancy cars.
Minimum.
It's crazy.
To register a car.
Well, how much to register a Tiger? Because I seen that they have that out there too.
I think that's usual. That's normal over there.
Yeah. Right? That's crazy. Wait, hey, go for it.
Should I even go here? We're talking about tigers. Have you guys seen the tiger?
I knew you were going there. Look, I did watch it.
How many episodes did you make it through?
I watched all of them.
You watched the whole series.
I watched the whole series too.
I made it through 3 episodes.
Look, I watched. I
made it through 3. I was like, I can't.
I made it to 1, and
Jeff.
it's so funny because we were watching it, and then my mom walks in and she sees this episode or this piece where the 2 guys are there, and she's like, "What the hell are you guys watching?"
Okay, wait. I gotta know. Did you say I'm not watching it? He's watching it.
I was actually on my phone, and I was like that, and then all of a sudden she hardly sits down at the at the family room, and she sat down, and then all of a sudden this chingadera starts coming up, and like, what the hell are we watching? And then my mom was like, "What are we watching?"
Okay, so to be fair, I did watch the whole thing. I had my laptop with me, and I was doing stuff, but I kept watching. Jeff, let me ask you. Do you feel dumber having watched that show?
Yes.
Yes. Like no hesitation, no nothing.
Like a train wreck.
Now I question a lot of things, and I answer a lot of other things.
Watching it, it was like an automobile accident. You know, when you drive along the freeway, you're like, I just want to see the automobile accident. You know what I mean?
Going back
and it was just like, holy crap.
This can't possibly get any worse. I
didn't watch the reunion episode.
Oh,
I didn't watch that either. Yeah, I got about 10 minutes into it, and I was like,
"No, you have something to watch."
No, I'm good.
But do you know what's the most interesting part of it? That it was actually the #1 ranking series on Netflix and in America. Mm-hmm. That tells you something.
Well, I mean,
we
love to see a train wreck.
That is something to be concerned. Really?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna give you that because it was. Like I told Jeff, I felt dumber for having watched it. I could never get that time back of my life. Right? It's gone. It's over. But you know what though? Those tigers to me, like I am a cat person, and those giant cats are amazing. It just so happened that they're owned by some ridiculous people in this country. But you're right, the fact that it becomes #1. But I think it's one of those things where we are so amazed that this is a show that we talk about it, right? If we can look at it from the negative side of it's a waste of time, or we can also look at it as that's amazing that show got so much traction.
You want to know what really happened? Let me tell you what really happened, though. What really happened?
We were on a break.
That's what really happened.
Did you learn anything? Did it leave you anything positive in your life? Did it make you feel something like, oh my God, let me go and rescue those tigers? Oh my God, let me go and find the remains of the guy that this lady killed, or something?
No, you know what? The only thing it made you feel is I knew what the hell they were talking about when I would see stuff online. That's the only thing that it did for me positive. I kept seeing things and people were like, "Oh, Tiger King, Tiger." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" After I saw it, I was like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about."
Well, I was just gonna say it makes me appreciate where I live, like in California, because
okay.
And the reason why is because I always so many times, and it's kind of related to the whole even the rioting stuff that's going on now. The people that are in the Midwest that don't get a lot of the the social injustice stuff, or they don't have a lot of more interaction like we do in the cities. Mm-hmm. It's just a different. People don't know. Like, it's just completely different worlds. So you watch something like the Tiger King, and you're just like, oh my god, there's people in this
country that act like that.
That are like that, right? And then you walk down, and then there's this total polar opposite of stuff that's going on in California, around the country.
It actually bursts your bubble.
Yeah. Well, what's that line, Ham? There's two things I can't stand: people who are intolerant of other people's culture, and
the Dutch.
The lion, the Tiger King.
Thank God that's not part of our ritual or our day-to-day thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank God.
Nah, and you know what? I mean, and we've talked about this, James and I, having the ability to turn everything off for a while and sit down and escape into a movie, into a show, whatever it is. Your mind needs that sometimes, just like your mind needs to sleep, right? They're just, again, I mean, this whole show was supposed to be on habits. We did talk a little bit about habits, but, getting yourself to do those things that you might not necessarily want to do, like eat, right? Make sure that you take care of those things. The other thing that you might think you don't want to do, like sleep, these are also vital things to get you going. And sometimes you do need to disconnect and and play, right? You need to have fun from time to time.
Disconnect every day. It should be part of your routine. You should be resting your brain. You have to rest your brain. If you're working 8, 9, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, dude, come on. There's gonna be work, mind overflowed.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift.
Right?
That's true. That's
James,
why it's called the present.
Is James who's in charge of tech today? Is that James or you?
Oh, we both do. So
can we have a couple more Disney?
Can we have Disney, please? Because I've been seeing their DreamWorks. By the way, Six Flags Magic Mountain, according to my mom, opened today.
Oh, nice. Well, I'll tell you what, any clip that you think that you have a movie line, text it to me or send me a DM or whatever. Hey, this movie clip would be awesome.
Matter,
and then
whatever Disney, if you want to put Mickey Mouse in for the next 20 minutes, I'll work. Hey.
MICKEY.
Going back to habits, do you guys find it easier now that you're when you go into your habits, do you find it actually easier the longer you've been doing it than
yes,
shorter?
Yeah, 100% easier. Not waking up in the morning, I still don't like that. It's not gonna. I don't know if I'll ever enjoy the act of waking up. I do enjoy the act of being done with my run. Like when I'm done with my run, and then I have my 200 push-ups and 200 sit-ups that I do in the morning. When I'm done with that, I do feel really good, and I do have energy to.
You achieve something. You finish something. It's like some people saying, "Do your bed every single day."
Yeah.
Yes.
At least you achieve something. One thing you achieve during the day, which is doing your bed.
Yep.
And to quote my mom, if you make your bed, the room looks clean.
Yep. True. That's the one thing.
Yes.
The one thing in your room. If you make your bed, your room looks clean.
Do your bed, and your room will look clean.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
James,
I got to get my son to do that.
Money.
That works every time, right?
Show me the money!
$1 per day. That's fine. And then if he doesn't make his bet, costs us $5.
Ooh. There's the rub right
You
there.
have a teenager in home, so that works. Trust me.
Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth.
That's right.
Well, guys, happy Friday. I'm excited. It's not on air, but I'm excited with the work that we're doing on the side. So many cool things happening here. And thank you guys for jumping on the program today.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you. Anytime. We enjoy.
Yeah, have fun. Say hi to Captain Crunch, James.
Too.
Yeah, exactly. Once we get yours up and rolling, we're gonna go do a live show there.
Yeah, we can split it. Business Bros this side, Lunch with the Shark on this side. We just turned around the cameras, and that's that.
And that's that. The wall, it doesn't matter, right? The wall's okay.
Easy day.
All right, ladies and gents, that's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
And we're out.
Thank you for listening to the Business Bros Podcast. Are you looking to get more clients or to increase your income? Hernan, the business bro, can help you generate referrals through the power of podcasting. And James, the insurance bro with Pipeline Insurance, can help you effectively add insurance to your existing business. If you are ready to create wealth today and generational wealth for tomorrow, email businessbros@csfirst.com to schedule a free consultation or join the Business Bros Network, www.businessbros.biz.